I never know how to light these things. I got my ceiling light going, but it's like behind me, so I don't know if that's good. And I got my blinds open, but it's evening and it's like cloudy, so hopefully this looks good. Fucking if it doesn't, who cares? Um, so yesterday I watched 7 stages to achieve eternal bliss by passing through the gateway chosen by the holy Storsh. Because the longer the title, the quirkier it is. That's kind of a mean joke to start off on because I actually like this movie. Well, I didn't hate it. It is described as a cult comedy. Very quirky. About a couple who find a fantastic apartment in a great location in LA that is insanely cheap. They discover it is because the apartment is a sacred place to an insane suicide cult whose members will regularly break in to commit ritual suicide in the bathtub where the cult leader killed himself because he believed they'll allow them to achieve eternal enlightenment. Let's see. It is a veritable who's who of wacky, quirky comedians. We got Kate McCucci, we got fucking Dan Harmon's in there, Brian Posen's in there, Maria Bamford's in there. Taika Waititi is the fucking cult leader. That's awesome. Matt Jones and Brian Posen are both there for like 45 seconds each. They are fully at that point cameos, but they still get fucking their own little section in the trailer. Love that. Yeah, it is first and foremost funny. It has got a very dark sense, obviously a dark sense of humor. It's about a couple getting involved in a suicide cult. But yeah, a dark sense of humor, like a pretty good comedic timing. Dan Harmon's fucking killing it. I love it. It's just this really pathetic cop trying to be a screenwriter. It's hysterical. Let's see. Oh, Elijah Wood produced it. I don't know if you guys know this. Elijah Wood since Lord of the Rings movies moved on to like producing and like weird indie horror stuff. It's great. He did Come to Daddy. That's a good one. He did a lot of shit, but Come to Daddy is the one I think of always. But yeah, I do have to bring up this complaint where I'm a hipster. I'm not gonna beat around the bush there. I am fully a weird dumb hipster who likes weird dumb shit. I am doing a YouTube show right now where I am reviewing weird indie shit I see on Tubi. But there is a line where I appreciate a certain amount of quirk, a certain amount of weirdness for the sake of weirdness, for the sake of variety. And I like it. I like encouraging weird shit. It's fun. Things should be more weird more often. I love it. But there is a line where when you push up to that line of quirk, things get kind of annoying. Just like it starts to feel less. It starts to feel disingenuous in a sense. I don't know. I said before I don't like assuming people's motivations because that feels rude. That feels presumptuous, but it does feel after a while when things are like, no, he does birdhouses, now wacky murders, and like everything's like done with like Sharpies and there's stickers everywhere. It's starting to feel like trying a little too hard for that DIY fucking put a bird on it aesthetic. I realize I'm complaining about this while I have Christmas lights tacked up in my basic bitch bedroom, but I do feel like this kind of... I keep shaking my desk, I'm sorry. I do feel like running up to this level of quirk, of like faux DIY kind of, it starts to feel disingenuous, it starts to feel off-putting. I really do get like where people are like, oh, hipsters just doing it to be weird. I think overall the movie skirts that line to the point where I'm like, I'm enjoying this enough that I'm willing to ignore that. And it is funny enough that I'm willing to ignore that. It's a hysterical film. And it is very cute, and I would say the message between the main couple, in that it's one of those things where she's successful, she's dating this dumbass, but like, you don't hate him for being. There's always a lot of movies like that where you really start to hate the dude for being like annoying and stupid. Here he's like, he's clearly trying his best, and he's just a dumbass, which I appreciate. But yeah, it's if this was a worse movie, the insane insufferable quirk would be like insane and insufferable. I suppose, but it's good enough, and it's clearly made with enough care and love that I'm willing to like. It gave itself enough wiggle room, you know. I do gestures like this all the time. I talk with my hands. None of it means anything. But yeah, you know what? I think overall I did enjoy this film. Nice, quirky, weird story, fun premise, a lot of fucking indie comedians I like. It's good to see Ryan Posen doing stuff. I miss him. He didn't go anywhere. It is I hadn't seen him like in a big thing in a while. So, hey Ryan Posen, I love you. But yeah, so 7 stages to achieve eternal bliss by passing through the gateway chosen by the holy Storsh. 3.5 out of 5. Again, these numbers are arbitrary. Reviews are stupid. Just watch the goddamn movie if you want to. Bye.